1. Jasmine Fisher, the missing killer, returns with a dangerous new plan. In EastEnders, Jasmine Fisher proves once again that chaos follows wherever she goes. Jasmine originally arrived in Walford with one clear mission: make her long-lost mother Zoe Slater suffer. Teaming up with the ever-manipulative Chrissy Watts, she quickly left a trail of destruction. She tamed notorious playboy Oscar Branning, seriously injured Cindy Beale, and ultimately killed her own father, Anthony Truman. After Zoe took the blame for the Christmas Day murder, Jasmine panicked when Cat Moon began pressuring her to implicate Chrissy to the police. Determined to avoid suspicion, Jasmine planned to flee with Oscar, only to abandon him at the last minute, leaving behind a note saying she was better off alone. Now she's back, and instead of laying low, she has devised yet another risky scheme, framing Chrissy for Anthony's murder. But this time, events spiral beyond her control, and the police arrive before she can execute her plan. Jasmine is arrested for killing her father. For once, it seems the master manipulator may be holding a losing hand. 2. Cat Moon, a mother's desperate mission backfires. Cat Moon has been relentless in her mission to free her daughter Zoe. Convinced that Chrissy Watts delivered the fatal blow, Cat set out to expose her. When Jasmine disappeared without filing a police report, Cat turned her attention back to Chrissy. She even manipulated Jake Moon into luring Chrissy into a trap, hoping to force a confession. But Chrissy shocked Cat with a devastating revelation. The killer had likely been under her roof the entire time: Jasmine. Despite this bombshell, Cat later tracks Jasmine down and lures her back to Walford for a confrontation. However, Cat's desperation to protect Zoe only fuels the chaos further when Jasmine suggests framing Chrissy. Before Cat can regain control of the situation, the police intervene, and Jasmine is taken away in handcuffs. 3. Zoe Slater, freed at last, but at what cost? Zoe Slater initially took the fall for Anthony's murder, landing herself behind bars. As the truth begins to unravel, Zoe is finally released, but her freedom comes at an emotional cost. The trauma of imprisonment lingers, and the revelation that her own daughter was responsible sends shockwaves through her already fragile world. Though she is no longer facing a murder charge, Zoe must now process betrayal, manipulation, and the devastation left behind. 4. Chrissy Watts, the wicked mastermind, strikes back. Chrissy Watts may have been accused once again, but she refuses to be cornered. When Jake attempts to trap her into confessing, Chrissy makes it clear she had no idea who Anthony Truman even was. Instead, she mocks Cat, revealing that Jasmine is the true killer. Wounded by Jake's betrayal, yet still radiating venom, Chrissy manages to turn the spotlight away from herself. However, Jasmine's later attempt to frame her proves that their twisted alliance is far from over. Chrissy may be manipulative, but this time she might not be the one facing prison bars. 5. Patrick Truman, a grandfather's heartbreak. As Anthony Truman's funeral approaches, Patrick Truman is devastated by Jasmine's absence. The pain only deepens when he learns that his newly discovered granddaughter was responsible for his son's death. The grief of losing Anthony is compounded by betrayal and disbelief. Patrick must now come to terms with an unbearable truth, that the family he had only just begun to rebuild has been shattered once more. 6. Oscar Branning, the abandoned accomplice. Oscar Branning was ready to run away with Jasmine, unaware of just how far she was willing to go. Left behind with nothing but a note, Oscar is later begged by Jasmine to find evidence to prove her innocence. Her arrest sends ripples across the square, and Oscar is left questioning whether he ever truly knew the girl he fell for.